Entering a surrogacy journey means navigating two complex pathways at once: the emotional path to parenthood and the path of significant financial liability. Success in this environment requires more than assumptions. You need a system that functions without relying on vague promises. Intended parents take on a massive operational load. Between choosing an agency and matching with a surrogate, you are making one of the most significant financial commitments of your life. Without a specialized system to manage the money, the logistics can easily overwhelm the process, leaving the emotional experience vulnerable to administrative chaos. Protecting this journey requires establishing a rigid financial architecture before the process even begins. Escrow provides that architecture. It is a specialized financial structure designed to hold and distribute funds based on your contract. This structure controls the specific outflows of the journey: surrogate compensation, health benefits, and travel or medical reimbursements required by the agreement. Escrow does not remove every possible risk, and it isn't a magical guarantee that the journey will be seamless. It does, however, create a predictable, transparent framework. It replaces the uncertainty of individual bills with a structured system for managing funds. Moving to an escrow model shifts the financial burden from a series of unpredictable exchanges into a managed professional pipeline. Conflicts arise when an agency tries to handle both emotional coordination and financial management. Holding funds internally creates a structural bottleneck and reduces transparency for the parents. The Donor Surrogacy Institute, or EDSI, eliminates this conflict. They separate intended parent funds from their own in-house operations entirely. To maintain this standard, EDSI works exclusively with an independent, third-party bonded escrow provider. This separation allows the agency to focus 100% of its energy on matching, communication, and support, rather than controlling the capital. For intended parents, this creates absolute clarity. You know exactly where your money is held and the specific rules governing how it's paid out. Maintaining this accountability requires asking direct questions. Who holds the funds? Is the provider separate? How are payments approved? How are reimbursements handled? What reporting can you access? What if the journey changes? These questions establish the structural clarity necessary to ensure total accountability throughout the process. A robust escrow system shields the emotional journey from administrative confusion. Because the system is so vital, intended parents should fully understand the fund management structure before they are ever matched with a surrogate. Setting this timeline up front also helps the surrogate. When she understands exactly how compensation and reimbursements are handled, it removes potential friction and anxiety from the relationship. Financial clarity is the bedrock of responsible surrogacy planning. It allows everyone involved to focus on the human side of the journey. EDSI helps intended parents move through surrogacy with structure, clarity, and care. Before you begin, understand how your funds are protected. Visit www.eggdonorandsurrogacy.com, call 310-209-1898, or email edsi@eggdonorandsurrogacy.com.